Now he can hear you.
Thanks for that. Is that Dan?
Well, assuming he's got his volume turned up anyway. He still might not be able to hear you.
Third time lucky. Sup, Dan? Do you reckon if I shout louder? Oh.
Yeah, if you get louder and louder.
Wow.
God.
Did you not sort that out?
Oh, I've been busy sorting this out. What have you been sorting out?
I made myself a hot chocolate.
Killing your phone battery.
I made myself a hot chocolate, actually. There he is. I'm glad Dan can hear us because he's the only one there. Oh, Yanes is in. Hi, BJ.
Yeah.
It's better than a low one, I guess, isn't it?
Depends, I suppose.
How's it going, mate? You good?
Baba Booey. That would be all. Baba Booey.
That would be all, would it? Woodward.
What? Now, I'm hoping we're past our little low quality escapade. I'm hoping.
Yeah. Is there anything you've done to adjust that?
Absolutely nothing, to be honest.
So we're just hoping that the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi's better. Krusty, how's it going, mate?
Pretty much.
You good, dude? How was the birthday last week? Did you enjoy it? I reckon we need to try this Jeep body on the car. Or I'm going to steal it.
Well, to be fair, we haven't really given it a proper run as is.
No. We're going to have to go down to Cornwall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
Nice, quick 300. Well, it's not even 300 miles, is it?
Just a weekend, eh?
Yeah, weekend of driving.
Good, mate. Steve, how's it going, buddy? How the devil are you?
How the devil?
What's been keeping you all sane this Stain?
What's been staining you this week?
Yeah. What stains have you produced?
Gross.
Tell me.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, boom.
Do.
Don't you just love trying to do 300 things at once and
Well, what
failing at every single one of them?
I've failed at everything, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for that. I didn't know what to come back with that. I was like, such is life, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Dan said doo-doo stains. Doo-doo butt. Krusty said she had a good day. Have you seen that one?
I did. I read it out, but you ignored it.
No, I ignored
Yes,
you.
You ignored it.
Steve said, is the sound on? I hope so.
I did not see that.
Because someone just put it. I reckon, Steve, you've got the sound off your end.
Do you reckon Steve's a bit hard of hearing?
Only after the little... I can't do it. I've got too much in there. Only after that little fan-dabby-dozy trick. I'm back on. See, you had sound turned off. What have you got?
Hot jockey.
Chocky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hot jockey makes me feel good.
Make the pain go away.
I have to reset. There you go.
What's the weather like on Monday?
Oh yeah, we're out with Davidoff, aren't we?
Well, I reckon we're not gonna be.
Oh, do you not? What, bad weather?
55% chance of rain here. So that writes off one of the spots. Let's go to another one. Ooh, wind. Wind is worse than rain, but it's less likely to write the day off.
Wind is terrible though.
Monday, so we've got one spot of the 3 that is possible.
How are you getting on with that Mojave vid, B? Chris has asked.
It's on its way, mate. To be honest, it was meant to go out yesterday, but I just got a bit sidetracked with not editing when I should have been. So yeah, it's
got a bit more work related, didn't you?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to act like an adult sometimes now. So yeah, that's not fun.
It sucks, doesn't it?
It does actually. It's not very fun. But yeah, the Mojave video will be the next one on the screens. And then we can all sit and have a chat together and see what you guys thought of it. See whether you agree with our thoughts. Oh, there we go, look at that. Extra points because I'm doing it on the back of a phone.
Well, no, it should make it easier because it's flat. You sausage.
But now that I've moved it, it's all going to be bouncing around in there. It's not going to work.
What we're going to have to do is go out at some point and get like a collection of ones like we did before.
A collection of ones?
Videos, like a stockpile. Just putting them all together though, isn't it?
Yeah, but then we end up going out, running about 15 cars, getting the same video for each of the 15,
and you can't put
and then coming home, and 3 of the videos are crap, and the other 12 don't go out for God knows how long because editing one is editing all of them. And then because we've got 12 videos which all actually turn out to be pretty doo-doo, we don't go out for another 3 months, and then we just end up sitting at home playing Mario Kart.
Drinking hot chocolate.
Yeah. I feel like nowadays we need to take
one or two.
One car that we intend on doing something with. So like, for example, that one. Take that one for a good run. And then we need to take 2 more in case that one breaks like it did on its last run. So that can just get thrown in the boot. And then we can just have a bit of fun.
Yeah,
we haven't got to worry about stop.
To be fair, I actually enjoyed taking the Mojave out on its own.
Yeah, that's
to
what
go
I mean,
out, do the video, and that's it. You're almost not like you said.
So you've got the one, and then you've got a backup if anything does go wrong.
You haven't got 9 in the boot that you feel like you have to.
Because there's nothing worse than getting there, and then the car breaks, and you're like, oh, what was the point?
So having a spare car's in the boot, but not necessarily feeling like you have to run them.
If they don't get run, they don't get run.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I'm still waiting for that LMT, to be honest.
I accidentally did something with that.
Go on.
Pre-ordered it because I knew it was going to be one. So
I am excited.
You're not sad for that, then, are you? You're not going to criticise me for that.
I do think potentially it's going to make that one a little bit redundant.
I'm tempted to clean it up and and see what happens now.
How about you do that with your Vanquish?
My Vanquish is listed. Strangely enough, no one wants it.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Vanquish is listed.
What do you think of the updated 4S armors? Tempted.
We were when they originally came out.
The V2, the original
so
V2.
Put off by it.
Yes, I was heavily tempted, and then there was like the 48-year delay,
I do like the look
which
of them. We saw
upset me
a version
quite
too, didn't
dramatically. And now, I'm assuming you're talking about the V2.5, and I'm saying 2.5 and not 3 because it's a little bit stupid, I think, what they've done. Where is it? Updated armor Kraton 4S. Let's all just have a quick little look at this, guys. So, can you see that? Skip forward on yours a little bit. Is it up to date?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a delay.
Just a delay. So let's wait and see.
There you go.
Yeah, we can see that. Happy days. We have refreshed the 4S, so it now has a center diff for ultimate grip. Brilliant. An updated Spectrum brushless system for more punch. Again, I mean, I've only seen a couple of K4s in person, V2s, I mean, but if we had one, we wouldn't be running stock system, so the more punches are relevant. That's just something that they've done to boost their sales, I think. Added protection against dirt plus 2 fresh new colour choices, so they've gone down Traxxas' route of let's just slap a new body on it and call it a V3.
Yeah, but you know what their colour choices are? They've gone with the 8S range, haven't they?
Yeah. Center diff power module from the Mojave 4S. To be honest, I mean, I'm not mad at that, but I don't think the car needed it, so
no.
I don't really, yeah, I'm a little bit indifferent to that, to be honest. New chassis for each model to accommodate the power module, which I don't know what that means. I'm assuming they're talking about the power system that they've upgraded.
ESC and everything, I think. That's how I...
There's no actual pictures of what's going on that they've uploaded, so I'm going to take that to mean that they've had to rework it because they've got more power in it.
Probably slightly bigger ESC and everything.
Updated bracing around the hinge pins. Fantastic. Was that really requiring an update? Dirt guards for rear arms. Again, I mean, Bigfoot over in Wales, I think he's based. He makes those. Like, he 3D prints them for peanuts, basically. So, again, to make that an addition to a V3, I think is, again, a bit redundant. Aluminium center case, 25 tooth spline steering servo. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
What do you think of that?
How's it going? What's that?
Aluminium center case, 25 tooth spline steering servo.
I'm assuming the steering servo is so that you can get more horns to fit it, I guess. Because what's the relevance of it being 25 tooth?
I ain't got Scooby.
Is that more standard, maybe?
But when we ran the Mojave the other day, we weren't sure, and to be honest, we're still not sure, so it might be worth taking that apart and having a look tonight.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're not 100% on whether or not the servo saver has partially stripped itself because of the way that it was getting stuck with the stones. So it might be all right. It might be bulletproof, but we're not 100% on that. That bit right there, look, new servo saver. We are the jury's out on that, I think, with us. V2 120 amp ESC with monochrome color scheme, which is
basically black.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I really thought
it needed black wires.
What it could benefit from on the V2 was a color scheme. Yeah. To be honest, I feel like they had something special going and they didn't really know where to take it, so they kind of stole a page from Traxxas's book.
Oh, we got new colours, new bodies.
Yeah. We've updated the colours, changed the body, and that is about it.
They could have bought out the new bits as add-on kits, you know? It didn't need to be a new revised car, did it?
I don't think they've changed enough on it.
No,
hence why I think it's a 2.5.
Yeah.
I believe they're cheaper than the V2. That's interesting. Let's have a look. Wheel spin models, the goats. Great hot. Jog on. I don't want to sign up. Jog up. There we go. 469. Is that the updated one or is that just the V2? That's the original. Or is that the original? So they're still calling it the V2?
Click on the V2 and see if it's got all of
Well, there's only 3 on there.
upgrades on it. Does it say they've updated the stuff on there? New 120 amp PSC and all that kind of stuff. JMRCs, how's it going, mate?
It doesn't read like it's the same car.
No.
Nah, I reckon that's the original.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not on here then. It would appear that it's not on here, so let's have a look on Model Sport. Armour. Mojave. Who said it was cheaper?
Let's get rubbish there, so that one's done.
Who said it was cheaper?
I'm looking now.
Is that it?
Krusty said, I believe they're cheaper.
Krusty,
Yeah, he's got a
what?
listing on there. He's just put it on there. He's put a link on there.
He's put a link on there. Where's that?
Yes.
Oh, is that the dirt guards that I was talking about? Yay, look at that. There you go. Bigfoot Customs. Mr. Printman. Metal center diff for increased traction. It's that one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's the same price as the V2.
Okay.
But interestingly, this is this is the V2. So they haven't. They're not officially calling it a V3.
Oh right, okay. So they've just upgraded it, and it's the V2.
So yeah, same price and same revision apparently. Seen a video on YouTube about it being cheaper. Unless they up the price, like Low C downed their price. Look at that. Look at that monochrome combo right there.
I know, I've got one in front of me, haven't I? There's his monochrome. No, it isn't. They still got the yellow on it on theirs. Oh my god. The brand new one. They've only done it for them. I thought they did it for this one as well.
There's the
Like you said, is that worth the
mud
revision?
guards there, look. Rear dirt guards.
If it's the same vehicle, then are they selling it? Like you said, they're not selling it as a new one, though, are they?
It's listed as V2, and it's the same price as the one that's currently on the market.
Okay.
Strengthened diff compatible chassis. What does that mean? Diff compatible chassis now includes a center diff module that holds an aluminium based center diff. Provides ultimate traction for any surface conditions. Shielded to the max with wishbone dirt guards, outdrive protectors and taller side guards. A cool run-in Spectrum Firma 120 amp V2 waterproof ESC with IC5 connectors.
No, we've not stripped it.
No?
No.
So it was just the stonage then.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Actually, to the bottom of that, when you got that there, it's actually got a picture and a diagram of you setting it up. So rather having to mess around with everything, while you're putting this on, you've got yourself a little diagram. That's pretty good for newbies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of like that, I think.
Updated chassis, key improvements, this bit. Updated chassis with center diff module, hinge pin bracing and dirt drain.
The dirt drain doesn't work. Not on this one anyway.
I don't even know what that means.
Dirt drain means basically it's a drain that I'm assuming the dirt will fall out. Yeah? But that certainly doesn't work in this one, does it? Because look.
Improved battery retention system with wire clips.
Yeah, I like the battery retention system.
Additional proven features. So these aren't the new bits. These are the OG 4S specs, I reckon.
Right, I will say their wire retention system doesn't come as standard on ours because we don't have the retention thing for it. So in theory they're meant to run through there and you have your screw on top to clamp it down. Ours don't come with that. So I reckon these bulkhead bits are for the V2s as well. But we don't.
So this is like an in between then, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll have a look though, see on the V2 if I can get them, and then we can get this working.
Front bumper and protective lower front and rear skid plates.
That was a lot of something.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's somewhat interesting, I suppose, but I don't think it's anything groundbreaking.
It's a revision on the car as opposed to a brand new one, isn't it?
That's what Armour are good at, isn't it? Let the aftermarket companies pick up the slack.
Yeah.
Yo, Karen. Yo,
So,
Curtis.
How's it going, Chris?
Shared it from our... Yeah, it worked, Krusty. Mr. Bigfoot is now in the house as well.
Mr. Bigfoot, howdy doody.
Hardcore's in the house.
Sup, Hardcore?
At the V3. No, Dave, Hardcore. It's actually a V2. Look, it's official. New, coming soon. V2. So, have that. But yeah, it's
supposed to be, but
it's like a 2.5 at the very, well, best case scenario, because they've done next to nothing to it. Changed the colour of the ESC and the colour of the body. They pulled a Traxxas on us.
But what Traxxas do is terrible.
Well, yeah.
No, that's what the Armour boys are like, the one that...
Yeah, but to be fair, it is true. I mean,
it is true in that sense, yeah. But they won't say
Traxxas make some pretty...
Armour.
They make some okay looking bodies. Like the... I don't know what they're called, but you know, the like Hawaii style ones.
Yeah.
The proper colourful ones. They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really want one. I think Armour make better looking bodies.
Armour, 100%.
But when everyone kicks off about Traxxas releasing a new body for the same car, like 15 years later, Armour are just doing the reverse. They're releasing a V6 of the same car that's been going for God knows how long. Or they make a what was it, the Big Rock 3S. They make that in 6S and slap like a stupid price tag on it. Because that's what everyone wants. But what do I know?
I know. I wanted the Big Rock when we saw it as well. It's a shame. It's a lot of money.
I'm not too technical with RCs, but isn't a centre diff significant?
It is for handling,
Yeah, but
power
no.
distribution and all that kind of stuff.
It does change the way a car drives, but I don't think a 4S Kraton is the car where you'll see a benefit to having it.
Not when it's virtually the same size as the 6S Kraton. There we go. As that went back in and sorted.
As an upgrade compared to a non-central diff. Name me one other Armour that's had less changes and still kept the same version number.
Have a what, sorry?
To be honest, I can't quite get my head around that. One other Armour that's had less changes and kept the version number.
I think when they went from V4s to V5s in the 6S range, they didn't really do an awful lot, did they?
The changes:
It
center
was
diff,
basically,
ESC, servo. Name me one other armor car that has had less changes than that and kept the same version number.
Yeah, I suppose they changed names on them.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they've called it a V2, to be honest. It's like they're going against themselves a little bit.
You said V2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. The center diff, I think, is the only significant change they've made to it. Personally, I don't think that was a worthy change. But what do I know?
I think they would have done well to have sent that out as a chassis and center diff kit. That could have been
the
good.
4S platform as a roller, I think, would have been iconic. Gonna have a garlic sausage sandwich now, just putting that out there.
Yeah, that's made me hungry. Yeah, that sounds more like it.
My legs are either on fire or not warm enough.
They've kept the same V2, as in they bought a V2 out, which was meant to be, and then they've bought the other one out. Like within a year, isn't it? It's less than a year. And if you think of
it's within about 3 weeks of us getting it.
If you think about when it hit market here, that was mad.
But yeah, it's not typical of Armour to keep the same revision going.
Because a lot of people that would have bought that V2, I bet they would have bought the chassis, which is how much are they, 30 quid?
To be fair, I mean,
and then
I get what you're saying now, hardcore. Because if we did end up getting the V2,
and that's the new one come out, you'd be
I'd have been a little bit upset.
A little bit. It'd be enough to sell the car again, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Even though you waited all the time.
Having said that, I mean,
yeah, less than a year in the UK. That's what I thought. I like it. I do like it. I can't get away from liking it, but that's what it is. How much are they now for?
$470. Same price as the old one as well. The first V2.
I bet it'd be grapes and Battlefield.
Kraton 6S V5 is only 529.
Yeah, but
I say only 529, like that wasn't redonkulous not too long ago.
That's a bag of doo-doo, though, isn't it?
And then the Kraton 6S EXB.
They still do that.
750.
Is that got everything in it now, though?
Yeah.
750, man. Oof. Do they not do it as a roller anymore still?
No, they cancelled the whole roller line, didn't they?
Yeah.
See, that's got the monochrome stuff, so why... When was this one released? New coming soon. 29th of December, so that's their new wave then.
Yeah.
Key improvements. Red anodized, oh yeah, I remember this one. The front and rear bulkheads, they've just changed the colour of them. Look at that shiny red bulkhead.
It does look a bit sexy.
It does, but again, I'd be a bit upset if we bought the EXB and then a couple of weeks later, or however long it was, there's a new one with a red diff and they're charging more.
So is the whole diff anodized?
Yeah.
It is now. So they're not plastic. Okay. How much are they, I wonder? Go into the parts. Is there any parts available?
Redesigned. Oh yeah, this was the for a direct steering feel, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Anodized aluminium chassis braces for easier maintenance. Which is that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, instead of the long one, I guess, straight across.
Upgraded one-piece wing mount. Where's the wing mount? Can I get a shot of the wing
Do you
mount?
reckon that wing mount just ripped straight out the back of the thing though?
Looking at that, it doesn't look very sturdy.
Even single, like one piece, it might. And to be fair, they pull out now anyway.
What'd you say, spares?
What was that at the top? That was a diff.
Yeah, plastic one, £16. Itchy nose. Let's go high to low because I'm expecting them to be dear.
Chassis.
There they
Oh,
are.
they are.
£100.
Oh.
Does
my
that come with internals?
days? No. That's gonna be a case.
Includes. It comes with shims.
Yeah.
Comes with a lot of screws, a sealing gasket, a roll bar cover, and roll bars, and bearings.
So no.
But there's no internals. So let's just all jump over here and have a goosey gander at that. What are you saying to that?
I'm sure Endura probably got stuff like that, haven't they? The 6S stuff. I reckon you'd be able to get aftermarket ones from.
That seems a bit excessive.
Yeah.
£103
Well, you can buy
for
the
a
other
single
ones for
diff.
60 quid
with all the
with
screws
all-
and shims,
with the diff in.
but nothing internal. No internals.
Hardcore said they don't tell you what it's made from either. It's not 70-75, that's for sure. Might not even be 60-62.
Damn. Should we have a look on Armour's website? See. Armour RC. Oh, this is getting a bit. What happened to Armour? It wasn't that long ago that they looked like they were going to
really
be
picked up,
ruling
didn't
the roost. New releases. 6S EXB. Extreme Bash, Extreme Value. Extreme Bash used to be Extreme Value. They've called the body design Ominous Black with red trim. Next Gen Spectrum.
Alloy diff housing, yeah, chrome one, or silver, whatever you want to say. Crate, 6S crate on Typhon, blah blah blah. £44.
Hardcore said the Vitavon ones 70-75, 120.
See, they've put them at the same price as Vitavon. Now they're
Because
like
it's got an EXB sticker
no, but
on
they're
it.
the premium, aren't
Yeah.
they? And how can you? No.
Vitavon, in our eyes, Vitavon is the premium, isn't it? Like you said, it's the upper end. Oof.
Right, I've just found the red, blue, or black alloy diff housings, guys, and they are 47 quid for any colour.
It's made from melted Coke cans, Dan said.
Oh, I found a cheaper one, 45 quid. Absolute bargain, eh?
Loaded with EXB parts.
So £100, and we can have red ones anyway.
Terrific tread.
Be £100 red ones.
It's only a 20 kilo servo though.
Yeah, here we go.
How much is that servo, do you reckon?
What? I don't wanna
It's only
know.
20 kilo.
Horizon happened to Armour.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Kraton 8S, 6S. Spares. Where is the
Hang
servo?
on. Dan's put, where can I buy a tin of ominous black paint? Ominous Paints RS, mate.
To be fair, the servo's cheaper than I thought it would be.
Go on.
Well, I haven't found it yet. I was just.
Oh.
I was expecting it to be.
No, probably it's just not listed in the
quite. Yeah, probably. I don't reckon it is, you know. Right, let's try this another way. What's the part number? S665. Let's try that. Nope. Servo is not in existence on Model Sport.
Cyclone, sup, dude?
Okay. 30 quid. I was expecting more for that, to be honest. However, that is Jenny's, so I'm assuming it'll
be pre-owned or taken from a nearly new one, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're quite cheap generally, aren't they?
Yeah,
Jenny's. Yeah. Anyway, back to armour. Look at that monochrome ESC with those really colourful connectors.
I wonder how many people are going to put those wires in wrong though.
Beautifully etched aluminium can for the motor. Super strong 5mm shaft.
I like the red and black cans they did originally.
Heatsink and fan keep the temps down. Its new EXB emulsion shock package.
Emotion package. Sadly, Horizon kills most brands when they take them over. Yeah, they just try and get like the maximum money for the minimal input, don't they? What does emulsion mean? Whenever I think of emulsion, I'm assuming paint. Is it like one color? Is it? I don't quite.
Well, looking at that, they've been machined, so it's like I have no idea what they're saying, to be honest. Emulsion shock caps. I ain't got Scooby.
Is that emulsion ominous black? Yeah, I think it is, Dan. I think it is, mate. I like satin shocks or gloss.
Metal Gear diffs. Tunable front and rear open diffs.
Do you know why they're tunable? Because when they send them you, they don't quite work. So you have to tune them.
V2 EXB shock standoffs.
So they've taken they're thicker like the aftermarket ones. The EXB shock towers, to be fair, they're pretty good.
Optional steel skid. They're trying to bring all the upgrades in-house.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
7075 T6 aluminium chassis plates. They never used to be 7075, did they?
I'm not sure. EXB, possibly, yeah.
Anodized aluminium servo mount. A bit more colour.
We're not rating the new K6 EXB then. Your K6 is your favourite sender though. It is, mate. Our K6 is probably it's the beastie
plate
one.
And upper hanger.
Emulsion means no bladder and you have a vent screw. Ah, right, okay. So there's a hole in the top of the shock so it doesn't have a bladder, and then you fill them up, and then when you put the thing down you put the screw into. Yeah.
The more you know. Detailed specs.
We're just looking through some of Armour's new bits and bobs, Cyclone, mate.
Do you know the bit that intrigues me? Right. Like Hardcore said, there's been no mention so far of what the
makeup of
the
is,
diffs are made of,
mm-hmm.
but they will tell you exactly to the millimeter what size the box it comes in will be.
But you can't get cross about the box, can you? But the decision whether you're buying the diff things, it'd be they wouldn't want you to know that it was rubber metal, would they? I reckon they're just using one of these like Chinese companies, you know, the cheap metal ones like we've seen, and they've bumped up the price. They'll probably be cast as opposed to being machined. RC Hannah has a horrible cold. Unlucky, dude.
Features red anodized finish for cool looks.
Is that what it says? For cool looks.
That is on the official Armour website. I am all about those cool looks. Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah. Is it though?
No, not really.
No. Oh, so apart from the new LMT then, the mini one, Armour's not really on the target now then, are they? Because I thought we were going to end up with...
that's not Armour anyway, is it?
No, I said apart from the LMT, as in new to us, Armour won't be anything for us, will it? Is what I meant.
New.
Because I was hoping for the big rock, but that price is just
hell to the no.
Sideways.
What was it, 760?
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump back on wheel spin.
Because I think £600 for a 6S car, I think that's pretty good. I'm okay with that.
In today's market, is tolerable.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
But I got burned when we bought a sledge.
Yeah. I done been trying to tell you. 770. That is ridiculous.
It needs a minimum of £100 off that.
Take the body off.
Just buy the chassis, yeah. Just get something, a normal Lexan one and just pop it on.
It comes with 5-spoke wheels, so...
I'd rather they take one of the spokes off of each wheel and to take £100 off. I don't mind paying for 4 spokes.
Interesting stuff.
I just can't. I just can't do it. Can't do it.
She can't take much more, Captain.
Bless her. Look at this. I'm gonna pop
that horrible little thing.
You're
just buy a Mojave chassis, rear drive shaft, and tower to tower brace, and put on your crate on, and you'll have a big rock. Yeah, but it's not the same hardcore because you've got to buy the latest model.
Yeah, because everyone else will be like, oh, that's the big rock from Wish.
We have the big rock at home. Nah, we were intrigued, but yeah, I think I would rather do what Hardcore's just said rather than spend £770. So yeah. But when the sledge came out, that was what, 740, 750, something like that.
Mm.
And we said then that is a stupid price.
Yeah,
that is ridiculous in comparison to what the Kraton and everything was. But Armour have sat there and be like, hey guys, look at this. They're selling it for $750. Let's do that.
Yeah. It's madness, really, isn't it?
Sad are the times.
We're a bit miserable, really, aren't we?
Yeah, we are nowadays. Don't you think Traxxas are slacking with the releases? What was their last release? The Hoss?
Yeah.
Have they released anything since the Hoss?
Was the Hoss before the Sledge?
I don't know. Hoss or the Sledge?
Sledge, maybe?
But either way, the last couple of years, that's 2 releases. The Sledge, I mean, they flopped, but I've got to give them credit for trying something that they don't know.
God's sake. Yeah.
The Hoss, it just never really took off, full stop. It was a bit of a dead one. But, I mean, in comparison, what have Armour done? They've made a big rock.
Yeah.
And they've made a smaller Mojave. A slightly smaller Mojave. And they've changed the colour of the body to the car that was released like 3 weeks ago. The F-150 Raptor was their last release. Plus the XRT. Forgot about that one, to be fair. The XRT,
yeah, the XRT, yeah.
Is pretty bum diggity. The Raptor, nah. But it's the same platform. It's a Slash. It's been going for God knows how long.
Yeah. Again, it's just a revised.
It's the equivalent.
New bits and pieces.
The Slash and the Stampede and the Rustler, all running from the same platform, is the equivalent of the Kraton, Talion, Typhon hybrid thing that's been going for the last few years. It's all fun and games, but it gets boring pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I wouldn't say Armour or Traxxas are flopping more than the other at the minute, but they're both letting us guys down, I think. Charging absurd prices for doo-doo.
I find it really hard, though, that everything is getting so much more expensive. And I get that's life in general, but these are toys. And you can't tell me that there's a lot of companies making like cheaper versions of these cars. There's no reason why the big companies can't do a similar deal. You know? Look at all the like versions coming over from China in the different stores and that. I mean, there's no reason the big companies can't compete with those. They've already got the platforms. They've already got the workshops and stuff to do it. Armour were doing amazing, and then, like you said, Horizon got hold of them, and they were like, "No, we want to actually just make as much money as possible."
Best car for the money is still the MT10. But
MT10 is good.
Having said that, have you seen how much the MT10 is nowadays?
Well, you're going to say no for 300 quid now, aren't you? No way.
If you want it without the battery and charger, 330. I mean, how much was the one that we bought? 250, 260?
Yeah, possibly.
So it's not a monumental increase, but
still,
it's a small 110.
Yeah. How much is the like the Armour version? You know, the thingy.
The Granite.
Yeah. Just as a
comparison. Granite Boost. Granite Mega. It's not even coming up. Granite. It's still not coming up. High to low. It doesn't exist.
What
they released the granite from sale. Granite Boost is the only one on here. And even that is out of stock.
And how much is the boost?
180. Unless you want a battery and charger, and then it's 220. The Granite Mega V3. Mega was the brushed one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That is 270.
Wow.
So when you look at that, the MT10 is an absolute steal, because for an extra, well, I wouldn't say steal, but
That's bad.
70 quid difference, and you get a brushless one.
The new Forest Outcast USA cheaper than the previous versions by $20. However, in the UK, the versions are £30 more. Yeah, mate, we get stuffed over here all the time. And how you doing anyway? £330 is not too bad given today. No, Krusty, I get the price is not too bad given the other prices, but it's still madness, mate. How is anyone like?
It's gone up the best part of £100 in the last.
Yeah, but how are people meant to get
year,
into the
2
hobby
years?
and enjoy some of the better cars when you're talking like kids can't afford these cars? You know? So unless your family's
right?
doing well, you ain't touching these
A
cars.
young, like, I don't know, 12, 14-year-old kid, he's saving up his money to buy a car, and he's got 180 odd pound, and he's working towards an MT10 or something, and then a couple of weeks later he looks at how much the MT10 is, and all of a sudden he's back £100.
Yeah.
So he's £100 further away from getting it. Despite the fact that absolutely nothing on that car has changed. So no, it's not an awful price, but it's pretty. It ain't exactly.
What's happening
cheap.
though is the entry level cars are gonna put kids off because they're not gonna be very good quality. They're gonna break a lot, and so the only way you're gonna get someone to stay in the hobby is by getting them a decent car, and that just costs a fortune.
To be fair, the Associated Pro 4 SC10 is 289 on Model Sport, similar design to the MT10. My V1 was 290. We paid less than that, I'm sure we did.
Yeah, I want to say.
I think it was about 260 we paid.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Sounds about right. And it's like FTX, them themselves, they're getting higher and higher in their prices, aren't they?
In fairness though, FTX is the one brand I think that are trying to do something special.
I like FTX. I think they got some really good stuff.
I mean,
I do like that Ford.
If we go back to, that's expensive.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can find the OGs. The real OGs.
What are you looking for? Damn. Go on the back that far. I don't think they're on there, are they?
No.
They've been taken over by the
Let's
Paso.
see, what was it? The
There's FTX Outback, wasn't it? Is that the one you're after?
yeah. See, they don't even come up on searches anymore.
They did do that slightly larger version as well, though, didn't they? They did a few,
Outback
and they were all under like a couple £100. No?
No, I can't find anything before the 2. So let's try YouTube. Two years ago. Come on, some people had to be making videos of them, surely. Apparently not.
Oh dear.
YouTube is saying no. You shall not show FTX for what they used to be. Can we not filter this by like made a decade ago? Upload date? Can we now reverse that? No? Fantastic. So I can search by date, but it only lets me go latest to oldest, not oldest to... Let's see if I can somehow get back to like 4 years ago. I'm gonna say no because I've only just hit a year.
Yeah, I don't think that's working, mate.
You reckon? Oh, 2 years. No more results. So no, we are not going to be able to see what FTX used to be. But as someone that owned 2 FTXs, the first gen Outbacks, take it from us that they were doo-doo. Very, very doo-doo. And
But at the time, we thought they were cool.
yeah, they were cool, but even then, with our complete inexperience, we knew that they were doo-doo. And that little Jimny on the wall back there, this one, Bosch, the 3.0, it is night and day. Like, they're not even comparable in any way besides the badge. And to be fair, I mean, what are they charging for it?
150. Is it something like that?
Can't even find it on here.
FTX Peso, no? Has that one gone now?
There, Peso 3.0, 189.
No, they 179, weren't they? 170, 169, something like that. Yeah, to be fair, I think it was a bit more.
But then
150.
at the same time, you've got the same company out here trying to compete with the TRX4.
That's meant to be pretty good, though.
So rather than making one car and thinking, yeah, let's just slap the price up and everyone can pay double bubble for a car that we've changed the colour of the diffs on, this company have said, yeah, all right, let's try something new. Go and attack a completely new market, charge a completely new price. This is a car that has 25 kilo servo straight out of the box, 2-stage transmission, pretty sure it's got lockable diffs and everything as well, scale body accessories and all. And then that same company pretty bog standard crawler. Going straight at those newbies, that little 12, 14-year-old that's trying to save his pennies to get
Which
a
again,
car.
they're doing with this thing.
So, credit to FTX. I think that's where the work is being done, you know.
I like the fact that they do the newbies and the trying to get into the higher end of the market as well, because that Forza's a nice thing. Nice bit of kit.
The Outlaw is cool. Give it a carbon chassis and a steel drive shaft, and she's pucker.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen them.
But then you've got this bad boy as well.
DR8. They've dropped to 200 odd quid. Second hand. People trying to get rid of them before Christmas, I think. Absolute bargaining. Great truck for the money.
I don't think they're
Canyons.
a game-changing brand that's gonna come out of nowhere and take the market, but I mean, you cannot fault what they are doing.
Do you know what I like? If you go to Spares and then check out the prices of stuff, like that one for instance, that's a £500 car. Is it 1/8 scale? I think 1/7. It's a big car, isn't it?
Off the top of my head, I reckon it's 1/7.
Yeah. Do high to low in there and see like what the diffs are and stuff. How much are those diffs?
DR8 brushless motor, £95. The body, 80 quid. Diffs, 40 quid. Chassis, 50 quid. Tyres, 28 quid. Centre diff, 28 quid. Shocks, 25 quid.
What's those drive shafts?
Rear
23
tower,
pound.
20 quid.
Is that 23 for two shit? Yeah, two. Oh, all 4 cups.
4 cups.
15 quid left.
No, that's 2 cups.
Ah, is it 2? Is it?
14 quid.
It's not bad at all. When you're pricing up some of that.
So, rather than with Armour, where everything is the same price, if you've got a V5 6S, doesn't matter what model it is, it's the same price across all of them. FTX got something for everyone. £180 for a crawler, £500 for a street car, £450 odd for a crawler with lock-in diffs, 2-speed transmission.
Under £400 for a 6S basher. That is like unheard of in this market. And it's been proven as well. It's quite a tried and tested truck, that one.
Will you even use your Apache now that you've got the 4S Mojave? Could do a comparison. We're going to do a comparison, mate. Yeah. That'll be one of the next ones we make.
I do think, though, one of the 3 will go. We've
Possibly
got the Slash,
even 2 of the 3.
Apache, and the Mojave. So, yeah.
Imagine what it does to some parents having to say no, or even that's all you'll get for Christmas. 1 or 2 gifts at the prices being asked. It's hard on some
I've been through that. It
kids
is horrible.
never be able to afford stuff.
It is horrible. I'm a kid of that era as well, where my mum and dad had quite a few children. There was 7 of us, and I'm a hand-me-down kid. Do you know what I mean? We had presents that were...
No, you are just a hand-me-down.
Yeah, I've been handed down generation. We had presents that were from the kids, like the older kids, you know, toys and things like that, and we were grateful for what we got. You can't just get by all the time. It's terrible. But yeah, it's not a nice feeling not being able to get good stuff.
A very relevant comment there from me, him. But yeah, I think moral of the story is big up FTX.
Yeah, I think, like you said, they're the brand at the moment where they're doing, like, across the board at good prices. I do like the idea of HPI, but they're not.
Nah,
they haven't got the strength
HPI
in
have
their
never
cars.
done anything for me. Besides that WR8,
The WI, yeah.
which to be
Have
honest,
you seen the Charisma one for £300 though? It's one thingy scale as well. It looks identical to it, and they've knocked £150 off it. So that in itself makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yup. It is what it is.
They had a pre-owned one on Model Sport for £200.
What, WR8?
Yeah, the Charisma version.
Oh.
Which again, it's not a bad price. 4S.
No bad.
Centre diff, same as all the other ones.
The more you know.
That's it. What do you reckon, guys?
But can you back it up?
What? No, probably not. But I'm going to just drive forward.
Who needs reverse anyway?
So, oh, you've missed it. You got to go backwards. No, I'll just go in a circle and come back round. Isn't that going to get annoying? No, I like driving me Landy.
Handy pandy.
Andy the Landy. Might be trademarked by now.
Yeah, probably.
Bless. Yeah. Other than that, I think I'm pretty spent.
Spentif.
Spentif all out.
Well, nice and smooth running tonight, though, isn't it?
Yeah, much better tonight.
I haven't got a single warning.
You will have when you go see Sav.
Yeah, probably.
She's boss, isn't she?
She reckons.
Does that or not?
Nah. Do your can trip. Mate, I can't.
You're ruining it.
I ain't got enough juice. It is a good website to get some Christmas gifts. Look at that. Dan's doing God's work.
Oh, bless him.
And we ain't going to charge you £700 for a V2 that isn't a V3. So
Yeah, we can print V2 on the t-shirt and it will be completely free.
yeah. V2.5. Maybe we should do that.
Imagine.
V2.5 and we'll release it sometime next year. And we'll change the colour of something. There you go.
Get one of the cars to drive over it. Leave some tire marks on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what Dan didn't mention is the good. Oh, I still haven't changed that. It was still 2013.
That was funny. We'd be going 10 years. Ugh.
There you go. That's what Dan didn't mention. Bosh.
20% off everything.
Until
Damn.
the new year. But it's only it only works if you're part of the RCU army. So if you're not, don't even try it.
That wasn't me.
Well, obviously it wasn't that you flicked, was it? What is that?
That gave me some stone.
Jog on. On that note, guys, I think we's about spent for the night.
That didn't
Have
it?
it.
Yeah.
Missed.
I think that is it. And So on that note, as we usually say, I'll see you next Tuesday. But if not,
V2.5. Ah, there you go. Dan's on it.
Boy.
Dan's on it.
There he is.
It's been a pleasure, guys, as always.